Well, we'll be getting political reaction to the shooting from Yasmin El-Sabawi in Washington, D.C. But first to Houston, Texas, and our correspondent, Darren Lyn. Darren, we just heard there from the Governor, Greg Abbott, in an emotional press conference. What we didn't see in that clip was that he was actually interrupted and called out for hypocrisy. What more can you tell us about that?
Yes, Aaron. Governor Greg Abbott is being challenged by Beto O'Rourke, his Democratic gubernatorial candidate, in November. And Beto O'Rourke has been very outspoken in terms of the state of Texas has very lax gun laws. And he interrupted Governor Abbott at his press conference and said, "This is on you. You are doing nothing. You are offering us nothing. Someone needs to stand up for the children of the state, or they will continue to be killed just like they were killed in Uvalde yesterday." Governor Abbott responded right away. "There are family members that are crying as we speak. There are family members whose hearts are broken. There's no words that anybody shouting can come up here and do anything to heal these broken hearts." As you can tell right now, Aaron, this state is torn apart. I mean, this is a red state, but when a shooting like Uvalde happens, you have the emotions that come out. And unfortunately, this has turned political. This is not about now just having victims. You have 21 people that have died. You have 19 students between 3rd and 4th graders who were shot to death by an 18-year-old with an assault rifle style gun, as well as 2 teachers. So again, seeing what Beto O'Rourke did right there, this is a precursor to that. The politics is going to get a lot more harsh in the months to come before the November election.
And as for the town of Uvalde itself, I imagine the focus is of a grief-stricken community trying to make some sense of what has happened, and I suppose the police force trying to provide some answers.
Yes, Aaron, that's the big thing right now, is that Governor Abbott has allocated all the resources to try and figure out how this 18-year-old was able to attain assault-style weapons, was able to get into that school. We have some new details from what happened at yesterday's deadly shooting, that the gunman, the 18-year-old gunman, had barricaded himself into one of the 4th grade classrooms because he had shot his way into that area. And so any police officers trying to come and rescue the children or rescue the teachers, they were warded off by his gunfire. And unfortunately, this is from the lieutenant from the Texas Department of Public Safety. He said the killer barricaded himself inside, and he looked through the door and he just started shooting children and teachers inside that classroom. It just goes to show you that he's just complete evil. He's a complete evil, this shooter. And going back to the background of how did this 18-year-old get these guns and get into the school, there's now these footprints of his Instagram account where just days before the attack, he went on and tagged someone that had 10,000 followers and said, you know, show these guns. He had pictures of these assault rifle style guns, and the user said, "This is scary, I can't do this." So the morning of the attack, he replied to that user and he said, "I'm about to." So even though there's no criminal history that police can see from this 18-year-old so far, he had a tendency that he was ready to go and commit this attack. So by investigating what happened and what led up to this, authorities are hoping they hopefully can prevent another situation like Uvalde from happening again.
Darren, thank you very much indeed. That's Darren Lyn there from Houston, Texas. Let's cross now to TRT World's Yasmin El-Sabawi, who's in Washington, D.C.